Pornography addiction is not real, but that doesn't mean what they are going through is also not real. It's a matter of using the right words to name the right things. Today, I'll help you to better understand what pornography addiction actually is. And the reason this is important is because a problem well defined is a problem half solved. So, what is it? If you go to a psychologist or therapist, they cannot diagnose you with pornography addiction because officially there is no such term as pornography addiction. But what there is a subcategory of impulse control diseases called compulsive sexual behavior disorder, which is a persistent pattern of failure to control intense, repetitive sexual impulses or urges resulting in repetitive sexual behavior. So that's what the pornography addiction is officially called. So it's not really an addiction type problem, as it is more of an impulse control type problem. But what about the term pornography addiction itself? Well, if we break it down, first the word pornography, which is consisting of two parts. Porne meaning prostitution, which is a sex or sex-related services offered in exchange for money, and graphe meaning visualization, which is something that creates an image that can be observed. When we combine these two words, we get that pornography is anything that involves sex or sex-related services, can be observed like through videos, photographs, drawings, writings, or thoughts, with the intention of making you pay for more of such content or services. That's that. Simply put, if what you see makes you want to have sex or do any sex-related activities and can be bought for money, pornography. When it comes to the word addiction, that is defined as being abnormally tolerant to and dependent on something that is psychologically or physically habit forming, especially alcohol or narcotic drugs, which simply put means a learned behavior that involves consuming some kind of substance or something that over time becomes harder and harder to stop doing. So when we combine all of this, we get that pornography addiction is anything visual, like videos, photographs, drawings, writings, or thoughts that makes you want to have sex or do any sex-related activities, can be bought for money, and over time becomes harder and harder to stop doing. The way I like to define an addiction is a short-term solution to a long-term problem that creates more problems than it solves. People wouldn't be addicted to drugs, alcohol, gaming, or pornography only if all of that would cause only pain. But it doesn't, at least for as long as the drug is being consumed. But when the drug is being stopped consumed, that's when the pain comes. And that's when the signs of regret, shame, and even physical pain can show up. So don't think of pornography addiction as a problem, think of it as a solution to a problem. Therefore, the real question is not whether you are or you are not consuming pornography, but what are you trying to solve by watching it in the first place? It's the dose that makes the poison. So, how much watching and masturbating over pornography is too much? What if once is too much and twice is not enough? If you believe you have pornography addiction and you want to beat the addiction and be finally free, then the next video is for you. Because you cannot actually beat the addiction. But here is what you can do.